so we need to respect them. They're the only team to beat us so far in this competition. So we've been unbeaten in every other game, so we've got a point to prove in the final. And obviously last year, 2 finalists again, so I think obviously their owners or selectors are doing some good.
Shaping up as LPL's biggest rivalry. Jaffna took the crown last season, with Galle having to settle for the runners-up prize. This year, the reigning champions have looked even more impressive. They dominated the group stage, finishing top. Their batsmen have been destructive. Jaffna are the only side to score over 200, and they've done it twice. Abishka Fernando has been the only batsman to score a century this season. Their bowling also looks complete, with a great mix of quality spinners and pace. But Jaffna fall apart when they come face to face with the gladiators. Kusal Mendes was Galle's hero in the first qualifier as they made it 3 wins in a row against the Kings this year. Last year's top scorer, Danushka Gunatilaka, is back close to his best at his favourite hunting ground. And Nuwan Tushara was devastating with the ball. He finished with a 5-wicket haul. It's all set for an epic battle. Will the Kings continue to rule, or have the gladiators found a chink in their armour?
Oh yes, it's the 2021 final of the Wolf 777 News Lanka Premier League. Galle Gladiators and Jaffna Kings will play for the glory of lifting this prestigious title. Earlier, if you missed it at the toss, Jaffna Kings called right and elected to bat first. First time they're doing it against this opposition this season. And these are the 2 teams. First, Jaffna Kings going unchanged from their last game. And for the Gladiators, they make 2 changes. Dhananjaya Lakshan and Ben Dunk comes into the side at the expense of Anwar Ali and Sahan Arachige. The excitement is building. The umpires for the day as they take their Dettol products. Dettol, the hygiene sponsor for this Lanka Premier League. Ravindra Wimala Siri, Lyndon Hannibal, the 2 men with the decision making for this very important final. Very cool night here in Hambantota, and the crowd building. Just setting the ambience for a wonderful final. There they are on the banks in the stand, and as vocal as we've seen throughout this wonderful tournament. I have the great pleasure of introducing Bersoil Russelanan alongside me, gentlemen. A different approach by Jaffna Kings in this final, getting the chance to bat first.
He's gone with the old cliche, put runs on the board and grind the opposition. Oh, already a lot of noise out there in the middle. Just urging the players to bring their A game. It's the finals. Tactical and technical skills are going to be challenged by the opposition, and for me, whoever is able to disrupt and destruct the plans as early as possible. They'll have the opposition chasing the game. Ramanullah Gurbaz, oh, he's an explosive batsman.
Yeah, he's key at the top of the order. Because when he goes off, that allows Avishka Fernando to settle in and play that big one. 152, his strike rate, that best of 100 came in the last game out here. A well-paced inning that also allowed the Jaffna Kings to go on to score 210. But different ball game, different situation, and there's a champion, a master with the ball in hand in front of him.
And Avishka is going to take the first ball. Remember the previous outing, first delivery, Avishka faced, went out of the park, and the next one, Amir prevailed. So would that be lurking in his mind, that particular delivery from Mohammad Amir, which kept at the last moment?
I'm sure Mr. Fernando will be looking for any swing on offer because that's his trump card. Mohammad Amir swings the new ball into the right-handers. He is a competitor and it's the final, so we expect the best from these two. As we count down to this all-important final, many will be switched on wherever you are. Be prepared for the entertainment. Let's play. Going on with the angle, no swing from that first delivery.
Do you think no swing, or that was just clever stuff from Amir? Because just like us, even Avishka Fernando knows what his weakness is, and he's expecting the one to come back in. Holds the line. I think he knows what he's doing.
He went wide of the crease, created that angle. Let me tell you, it's going to be a humdinger of a contest between bat and ball. Pitch is very true, like you suggested, Russell. The ball is going to slide onto the bat.
Sweetly timed. Should go for 4. What an opening shot from Avishka Fernando. Just continues from where he left off in the last innings.
In the final, as an opening batsman, if you're able to just compress the ball down the track, oh, let me tell you, it gives you a lot of confidence. If there was any nerve, disappeared.
No, I think that delivery, he was looking for swing, but it wasn't there.
There is a third man, the two fielders outside the 30-yard circle, third man and square leg. Will that change for the aggressive Gurbaz? Happy to see him playing because he pulled his hamstring in the last game.
Yeah, looked in a lot of stride. Substitute kept. That is, of course, allowed these days, but not in our days, Amir. Someone from the playing 11 had to keep if you were in such a situation.
Hint of a complaint, Russell. Been spotted here.
Didn't suit me. I was never a wicket keeper. Well, the bars. What can the bars do? It's Gurbaz.
Well, the Gladiators doesn't have to have a replacement. They got Ben Dunn.
Not off the mark as yet. Will he fly today, Gurbaz? Usually he gets off with a flyer. Red Bull energy partner for Lanka Premier League.
But I've liked how Gurbaz has scored his runs this tournament. Last year it was swing and miss. But this year, more calculated, knows where he's scoring those runs. Getting better and better as a cricketer. A proper batsman now who can score fast.
Was that a bounce ball? He's asking the question. So to Samit Patel, the umpires might just have a chat and might need to confirm.
Yeah, the way it went off, it looked like a bump ball. I'd be very surprised if it had bounced and then took the edge.
I'm not sure about whether it was the edge. I thought it was
TV
too
umpire director, umpire referral for a bump ball. Original soft signal is not out.
The soft signal is not out.
Please. It's a fair delivery. Go to front on spin whistle, please. Just can you give me the ultra edge on this, please? Roll it forward. Okay. Take it back and forward, please. Yeah, thank you. Ball is clearly bounced after touching the bat. I made my decision. Decision for the big spin is.
Good spot, Amir. That's the only explanation that could have been the way that ball carried to the keeper. Or, correction, the first slip. It bounced, bottom of the edge, but then it bounced again.
Yeah, with the first replay, we thought that might be out. But the other replay just showed us definitely a bump ball. He survives. Gurbaz.
Really excitement in this first over. One delivery remaining. Cut away. Blunder in the field allows a boundary. The second in the over. 9 runs from it. The first one done.
නව ඩෙටෝල් ඩිස්ඉන්ෆෙක්ටන්ට් ස්ප්‍රේ ඕනෙම වතුපිටක තිබෙන කොරෝනා වෛරසය ඇතුළු බැක්ටීරියා සහ වෛරස් නැත්තටම නැති කරනවා. දැන් ආදරේ ඉතුරුයි. ලෙඩ රෝග නැති වෙයි. මගේ නිවස ඩෙටෝල් නිසා ආරක්ෂිතයි.
පුංචි හිත්වල හැමදාම අනුකරණය කරපු ක්‍රිකට් වීරයෙක් ඉන්නවා. ඒ වීරයාව අනුකරණය කර සෙල්ලම් කරන දරුවාගේ ෆොටෝ එකක් අපට එවන්න.
සරලත්වයේ වෙනසින් වටම ඉදිරියට හෙළපේ සරලවම සුරක්ෂිතයි. The fiber of the nation.
බිල් ගෙවන්න බීලෝඩ් කරන්න සල්ලියවන් ඕන දෙයකට ජස් පේට් ඇප් එකක් එක්ක ලයිෆ් එක ඊසි කරගන්න.
Of the teams for this final. Gold Gladiators just tweaking their combination a bit from the last game. Jaffna Kings confident with their 11 that won that qualifier too against Dambulla. They're going to come in droves. This is as good as it gets in T20 cricket for Sri Lanka, in Sri Lanka, with Sri Lankan players.
Nuwan Tushara, he's had a great tournament as well. 5 wickets in the last game.
Edged wide of the man at slip. Goes flying into the boundary line. Runs flowing already.
Very lucky, Avishka, on that occasion. It was a thick outside edge. A thin outside edge would have taken that ball to the first slip, just hanging his bat away from the body. Very lucky.
Not really sure of the length or what he's going to get from Nuwan Tushara. So back-to-back boundaries for the Jaffna Kings. Last ball of last over. Gurbaz finding a lovely ball, which took the ball away quickly to the fourth boundary.
Straight to the fielder.
Misfield. Yes, there was a bit of room outside, and Kusal Mendes has been keeping wickets throughout this tournament. And in the finals, he's been placed at point. Look at those reactions. Explain everything from Mohammad Ahmed.
Yeah, ball going through the legs of the fielder. In our world, it's known as a boku.
He's bettered his previous innings against the Gold Gladiators. 176. Those are his scores early in the tournament. His scores around the crease, offside, straight down the ground, leg side as well. Evidence of that in the wagon wheel, bottom of screen. Now the Jaffna Kings will want him to get off and replicate something similar to what we saw in the last game. Only Centurion, Lanka Premier League 2021. Vishka Fernando.
Your 122-run opening partnership with Gurbaz. He also went on to make 70, and with him there, you're not worrying about the run rate.
Up and away! That sounded sweet. And it goes all the way for 6. First one of the innings.
He's picked the slower one, and didn't he give it a bash? Look, it went so high up there. The fielder at mid-on ran all the way to the boundary line, and still it hadn't come down. Oh my God, what a blow early.
Whether it was a slow delivery or not, he backed away from the leg stump, knowing the bowler is going to pitch the ball up, and created his own length, freed his arms, and had the opposition under pressure. A lot of pressure.
The two in the deep are at mid-wicket and square leg. And I think that's the reason also why he's going leg side, so he can take the swing of Nuwan Tushara with that slingy action. It's towards the slips, try and get it over the infield on the off.
It's all about getting the opposition off guard. In this format, you really have to bring that surprise element for the opposition. We saw them pitching the ball up in the previous game against the same opposition. They were required to address their strategy. But still looking to pitch the ball up, batters are ready for it. They have to think on their feet now.
Short dot delivery to end the over. Vishka was looking leg side, 2 done, 21 without loss.
Hi, how are you? When did you get discharged?
I'm good, thanks. I came home this morning.
Oh, you brought sustagen.
Here is my sustagen.
Comes with 25 important nutrients. Sustagen from Mead Johnson Nutrition with more than 100 years of nutritional experience.
අද LPL මැච් එකේ man of the match කවුද කියලා ඔබේ පිළිතුරු answer හිස්තනක් #signal සමග chat එකේ කමෙන්ට් කර දරාස් Unilever store එකෙන් රුපියල් 2500ක් වටිනා gift voucher පත් දිනා ගන්න අවස්ථාව උදා කර ගන්න.
Introducing New Hellmann's, the world's #1 mayonnaise brand, now in Sri Lanka.
SOT Movitel Fiber, the fiber of the nation.
බිල් ගෙවන්න වීලොත් කරන්න සල්ලියවන් ඕන දෙයකට just pay තියෙන app එකක් එක්ක life එක easy කරගන්න.
Look at what the Jaffna Kings players have produced with the bat. Vishka Fernando at the top, Gurbaz, he's been good. Tom Kulakadmo alongside his captain. Everyone has contributed. So too Shoaib Malik in the middle. All of them playing today, so they'll fancy their chances of scoring more runs. So too should you fancy your chances of this snack. Manchikome, #1 biscuit brand in Sri Lanka. Up and away. This guy is pure class. Rabanullah Gurbaz continues with the aggression.
Lengths are very important. So are the lines. Look at that one. Wide. Asking for trouble. And Gurbaz. Obliged.
Friendly pace, 121. Of course, Gurbaz has the tendency of pulling it to leg side, so deep square leg, long on. So you bowl that length. Correction, that line. It's gonna go for 4. 2 fielders outside the circle in the first 6. You have to try and minimize damage control. Mohammad Amir also taken out of the attack. They're not hunting for wickets at the moment, Bhanuka Rajapaksa.
Well, when these two batters are out there in the middle and middling the ball, God help the bowlers, especially on this kind of a surface. Margin of error, minimal. Both are destructive batters. bowlers. They know how to disrupt the plans of the opposition.
Up and away again, even better. Strike from Gurbaz. Stand and deliver on the up through the line. 6 more.
106 for Gurbaz. And that's what he likes to do. Take on the bowlers from the word go. And this time the line was changed by the bowler. Length was changed. But result for the batter, even 2 runs more.
Well, long on in place. He's not worried about them. And why not? Held his shape nicely. Timing to perfection. This time hangs on to it, but the knock-on allows the batsman to cross hands.
We've spoken about this pitch and the surface and how good it is. We also did mention that the way to go was just short of a good length. On the surface, not allow batsmen to hit through the line, change your pace. Also see if you can extract a bit of seam movement.
But they haven't gone to that length, have they? Mohammad Amir, then Nuwan Tushara, they look for swing. If you're looking for swing, you want to be fuller. And even Dhananjay Lakshan is on the fuller side, slot more or less.
Well, I'm with you. But the thing is, there are bowlers who are bowling in this LPL, especially from Sri Lanka. They haven't got the action to bowl back of the length. They haven't got that stride. They have an exaggerated stride, and that stride restricts them from bowling that back of the length line. There is only one bowler in Sri Lankan ranks at the moment who can bowl back of the length, and that is Chamira. Nobody else. So they will struggle. They are so attuned to bowl this line and length. Yes, there is one fast bowler in the lineup of Jaffna Kings, and that's West Indian fast bowler Seals. In action, both these batters straight away.
Gurbaz's aggression is just allowing Avishka Fernando to settle in, and he's doing the right thing, trying to search for that single, just get off strike and build that partnership. Square legs in, mid wickets out.
28, the previous highest opening partnership against the Gold Gladiators. So already Jaffna Kings, they've surpassed that previous best. Inward movement, a little bit of extra bounce, good length. That's a perfect length on this surface. 33 without loss after 3.
උකු කටියෙන් වැඩි මෝල්ට් රසයෙන් පිරිවීවා තේ එකට එකතු කර උකුම උකු තේ කෝප්පයක උපරිම රස විඳ ගන්න. උකු කටිය පිරිවීවා තේ එක සුපිරි. හඳුන්වා දෙන නව හාපික් ප්ලැටිනම් විප්ලවීය ඇක්ටිව් ෂීල්ඩ් පොලිමර තාක්ෂණය මගින් දිගුකල් පවතින පිරිසුදු කිරීමක් ලබා දෙන අතර වැසිකිලි වතුර මත රැඳෙන ආරක්ෂිත ස්තරය කුණු පැල්ලම් වලින් සේදුම් බාර 100ක් දක්වා ආරක්ෂා කරයි. නව හාපික් ප්ලැටිනම් සමගින් ප්‍රබල පිරිසුදු කිරීමක්. Signal Jumbo Packaging dan rupiah 34 loko iteriak. Absolute Movitel Fiber, the fiber of the nation.
බිල් ගෙවන්න වීලොත් කරන්න සල්ලියවන් ඕන දෙයකට ජස්පේ තියෙන ඇප් එකක් එක්ක ලයිෆ් එක ඊසි කරගන්න.
Cricket loving public is also here enjoying the action.
Change of ends, not Amir Sohail, Mohammad Amir, fast left-arm bowler. Needs a wicket, he has to break this partnership. Cannot let it grow.
It's a decent start, considering how good the surface is and how these two batters can go about the job. Still cannot say they are running away with the game. A wicket here would change things for Gold Gladiators.
He's 0 this season. Goal Gladiators have had ample opportunities against this opposition. Both teams and players will know each other quite well. That's why this is such an interesting contest, this final. And already Jaffna Kings taking the psychological advantage, opting to bat first for the first time, and I'm sure I would have just taken the Goal Gladiators out of their comfort zone a bit, having to bowl first. Straight and 6. That was a lot flatter than the previous two.
Previous one, slower one, bowled into the pitch. He goes fuller. He gives it pace. Gurbaz. Yeah, front leg out of the way. Holds his shape. Holds his shape. That's what's allowing him to find the middle of the bat. Flat 6.
That's where the bowlers really need to raise the game. They cannot allow the batters to hit the ball on the up. Such a good surface.
Slow ball once again. Now these are not small boundaries. 72 meters. Square of the wicket. It's 82 and 83 down the ground. So that's a big playing area.
Surely there could be a different approach adopted by Bhanuka Rajapaksa. There is a change in the field now. Q end of the bat. They need to be proactive, Rajapaksa. Third man comes in. There is a deep mid wicket, a deep backward square. Here's Amir. Goes full.
Geez, well bowled. So close to that stump, but Gurbaz was trying to open up that offside with everyone in the circle. Gave himself too much room, in fact. But Amir, he'll always keep searching.
And it was a bluff. The change in the field might have prompted the batsman to think short ball. He went full and wide. Gained a dot delivery. That's a guile you need to have when bowling in these batting friendly conditions here in Hambantota. Last ball. Pace off. The experience of Amir coming to the fore. 4 overs done, 40 without loss.
නව ඩෙටෝල් disinfectant spray. ඕනෙම මත පිටක තිබෙන කොරෝනා වෛරසය ඇතුළු බැක්ටීරියා සහ වෛරස් නැත්තටම නැති කරනවා. දැන් ආදරේ ඉතුරුයි. ලෙඩ රෝග නැති වෙයි. මගේ නිවස ඩෙටෝල් නිසා ආරක්ෂිතයි.
පිටරටින් එවන සෑම US ඩොලරයක් සඳහාම අමතර රුපියල් 10ක් සෙලාන් බැංකුවෙන්.
බිල් ගෙවන්න වීලෝඩ් කරන සල්ලියවන් ඕන දෙයකට ජස්පේ කියන ඇප් එකක් එක්ක ලයිෆ් එක ඊසි කරගන්න.
Hambantota night in the Rajapaksa International Cricket Stadium here, playing host to yet another Lanka Premier League final. Bowler Surudana. Edge. Agonizingly wide of the wicket keeper. Outstretched hand. Good hold on.
You got to give a slip to the new bowler, especially left armour, bowling over the stumps. The angle is going to take the ball away from the off stump, play the ball away from his body. Would have been a regulation catch.
I just got the impression it kept swinging after the edge and it swung away from dunk. Initially the edge where we are looking, we are behind the bowler's arm at the moment. It looked like it was going to dunk. A great seam position from Isrudana.
That should have been stopped. Mohammad Amir getting an upward bounce but not getting his body behind the line of the ball. 4 more.
2 boundaries of the first 2 deliveries and without a bowler's fault. And the pressure is going to ramp up on the bowler. That's for sure. Honorary effort from Mohammad Amir.
Well, this is only the 5th over and they're -8 in the field, -9 in fact in the field. A few days saved lots of runs.
Now the highest opening stand against Galle Gladiators this season. Already the Jaffna Kings making a statement with the bat. Doing exactly what they wanted to do to Sarah Pereira at the toss. Was quite confident with that decision to bat first. You can understand why. Coming off 200 in their last game.
And another thing he said, that bowling is not going to be easy. Well, that was quite a statement from him. Giving a chance to the opposition to come and chase those runs.
But whenever they batted first, they've scored real big. 200 twice, they got to 180, 190, I believe. Chase down, only scores that were very low because of the strength in their bowling. The moment the opposition got 130, 140, the wings of the Red Bull have deserted them in the chase. And all those 3 occasions were against the Galle Gladiators.
Chipped away. It has enough to go for 4. That's how good his timing has been in this innings and his last couple innings as well. 2 half centuries, and now he's on a rampage yet again.
Brings 50 on the board. I don't understand why Udana had to change his line and legs. He was getting the ball to move away from the right-handed batsman with Gurbaz, who's looking to hit the ball over mid-on. Didn't need to change.
Gets it through. Not intentional, but he will get a couple runs, maybe 3. This is excellent going by the Jaffna Kings openers. 56 without loss after 5.
Grand Racing Signal Jumbo Packing Dan Rupial 34ක ලොකු ඉතිරියක්.
දිනපතා සෝදන විට සර්ෆ් එක්සෙල් දාන්න ඕනේ සාමාන්‍ය රෙදි සේදුම් කුඩු වලට වඩා භාගයයි. සර්ෆ් එක්සෙල් නම් භාගයයි මාසයකට වඩා රෙදි සෝදයි.
වීවා එකතුන උකුතේ එකක
රස උපරිමයි.
Mobitel Fiber, the fiber of the nation.
Bill ගෙවන්න වීලොත් කරන සල්ලියවන් ඕන දෙයකට just put in app එකක් එක්ක life එක easy කරගන්න.
Champions, the Jaffna Kings are off to a flying start. 56 without loss of 5 overs. This is already their best power play with an over to spare. Vishka 20 off 14, Gurbaz 35 off 16. He's been the aggressor. And he continued that in the previous over, taking advantage of full tosses. Getting 3 off that final. Delivery, Samit Patel's on. First over of spin for the Galle Gladiators. It'll be interesting, Maha and Roshan, to see how they play the spin of Patel and Hafiz, because they attacked them in the previous game.
And Ramla Gurbaz knows one way to play. That's to attack. Vishka Fernando more circumspect with the single, getting more of the strike to Gurbaz.
This, though, might be the end of him. Yeah, well taken. Good low catch there in the deep. Samit Patel goes wild. He's delivered consistently in this tournament, picking up wickets, and he's delivered again.
Big wicket, really big wicket here, because Gurbaz was looking very dangerous, striking at more than 200. Samit Patel just looping it up a little bit. Yeah, and Gurbaz just couldn't get to it. That's what happened, but he went with the shot. Didn't check it. Kusal Mendes judged it well. Oh goodness, he took it so low, took it very low, but doesn't matter. He's held on to it. So the first wicket's gone. It's a big wicket. Samit Patel absolutely delighted. Gurbaz goes for a quick fire 35, 56 for 1.
Mobitel Fiber, the fiber of the nation. $10ක් සඳහාම අමතර රුපියල් 10ක් සෙලාන් බැංකුවෙන්. ඕඩොක් ඇප් වීඩියෝ කෝල් හරහා පැය 24 පුරා වෛද්‍යවරුන් දහසකගේ 60කට අධික විශේෂ වෛද්‍ය සේවාවන්. ඕඩොක් ඇප් එක අදම ඩවුන්ලෝඩ් කරන්න.
So he will face the next delivery. TKC, the new batsman. Tom Kohler Cadmore. One aggressive batsman replaced by another. It was a really important wicket for the Galle Gladiators.
Sami Patel not giving the big length. Umbas got out the delivery. Was nowhere near the pitch of the ball. Just going through the stroke, tossing the pitch. And even these two balls, which was bowled by Mishka Fernando, is nowhere near the length.
Sweeps and beats the man at short, fine leg. And Mishka Fernando now taking over.
Yeah, it was drifting onto the pads. And if there was turn, there was some risk, but then I think he covered it well. Need to see where he was looking to bowl. Abhishek Fernando just possibly covering the line, drifting into the pads, I think. I haven't seen turn. Have you seen turn on this surface?
A smart batting with deep square leg. There's no deep square, deep mid wicket, and good batting.
Oh, quick single. Well run. Anything, just the slightest hint of turn, but not much else. Power play done, 61 for 1.
සිග්නල් ජම්බෝ පැක් එකෙන් දැන් රුපියල් 34ක ලොකු ඉතිරියක්.
නව ඩෙටෝල් ඩිස්ඉන්ෆෙක්ටන්ට් ස්ප්‍රේ ඕනෙම මතපිටක තිබෙන කොරෝනා වෛරසය ඇතුළු බැක්ටීරියා සහ වෛරස් නැත්තටම නැති කරනවා. දැන් ආදරේ ඉතුරුයි. ලෙඩ රෝග නැති වෙයි. මගේ නිවස ඩෙටෝල් නිසා ආරක්ෂිතයි.
පිටරටින් එවන සෑම $10ක් සඳහාම අමතර රුපියල් 10ක් සෙලාන් බැංකුවෙන්.
Bill ගෙවන්න රීලෝඩ් කරන්න සල්ලියවන් ඕන දෙයකට just pay an app එක life එක easy කරගන්න.
Yeah, this is what I call statisticians at their best. Arun has been on fire. He's been giving us some outstanding stats, and this is yet another one. I mean, about dot balls. We speak about batsmen, we speak about wickets, we speak about strike rates, but who speaks about dot balls? That's amazing. Well done, Arun.
I will second that. Aaron's having an outstanding tournament. 100 dot balls for Sam Patel. He's also the leading wicket taker again. Belina Taranga, the leg spinner, into the attack. He's the second of 3 spin options available for Barnaka Rajapaksa, the other being Mohammed Hafiz. Got a great crowd in today. Really, really good. They're making a lot of noise as well. We can have 50% capacity in the stadium due to rules and regulations, and I think we've got about 50% at the moment. Most of them over on that side by the scoreboard, on the grass bank and in the seats as well. It's just great to see a packed stand. Really, really is.
What I know, Matt, is 50% is 17,000 tickets and they've all been sold out. And I was amazed at the level of interest people had for this game. Looking for tickets, wanting to come. And that's amazing. That's exactly what you want. You want the fans behind you, especially in a tournament like this. They've now started to support teams. You could see that you've got fans and supporters of Galle Gladiators. You have the Jaffna Kings on the other side. That's exactly what you need in a tournament like this. It's so healthy.
Maybe a little mistake by the Galle Gladiators that time by Purna Taranga. That sort of a day haven't started well behind the ball game. Game plan. Jaffna Kings will be pretty simple. With Avishka Fernando, but at least he'll be 18-toe and Kolo Kanpo once he settles in to go for the big strokes.
There'll be a few Jaffna fans in the crowd. I'm absolutely sure of that. You can see them becoming a real cult team with the players that they have in their 11. The likes of Hasaranga Tisera, really popular players. And the track early there, Avishka Fernando, but he did well there. Polina saw him, dropped short. He didn't try and go through with the shot, he just took the single.
And that's sort of a surplus. If you hit through the line, there's plenty of runs to be made and that occasion. Pulataranga saw Avishka Fernando coming in and dropped the shot.
So an over of 6 dot balls, much more sedate over from Gaull's point of view, 67 for 1.
දිනපතා සෝදන විට Surf Excel දාන්න ඕනේ සාමාන්‍ය රෙදි සේදුම් කුඩු වලට වඩා භාගයයි. Surf Excel නම් භාගයයි මාසයකට වඩා රෙදි සෝදයි.
SOT Mobitel Fiber, the fiber of the nation. Carbonating Babulaputu Abara, Rosa Del Musu, Dasanakanti Junior Sayan, Liver Aish Tantalipe, Tatwala Epitrasna Dahaya Malakai.
පිටරටින් එවන සෑම US ඩොලරයක් සඳහාම අමතර රුපියල් 10ක් සෙලාන් බැංකුවෙන්.
බිල් ගෙවන්න රීලෝඩ් කරන සල්ලි යවන්න ඕන දෙයකට just pay life එක easy කරගන්න.
ජැෆ්නා ගහලා
This is another single, so that's singles off the last 7 deliveries.
Very important, we spoke about the lengths. Purna Taranga and Samit Patel, more than the fast bowlers of the Gladiators, have nailed the length very well.
It's just settled into a bit of a rhythm now, this innings. It's calmed down a little bit since Gurvaz went out. Jaffna can afford to do that with the position that they're in, with the power that's still to come. Tom Colacan more just getting himself in. 4 off 4 at the moment. It's dropped shorter. Again, it's just a single taken. Patel being treated with respect. He is the leading wicket taker in this competition. Got a few dignitaries in the house today, and a few VIPs as well. Was Misfield. It's gone through. Should have been fairly regulation. He did the hard work there, Gunatilaka, to get round, and the ball just squirmed underneath him.
That's sort of a day for the Gladiators. Dhananjay Lakshan, the young man, giving away 3 runs. It's not the ideal way to stop a boundary delivery. Not having their eyes on the ball and making sure the ball was stopped, paid the price.
has taken a single off every delivery he's faced so far. 8 overs gone, 76 for 1.
නව ලයිසෝල් all purpose power cleaner ඔබට සාමාන්‍ය පිරිසිදුකාරක වලට වඩා දස ගුණයක් විශිෂ්ට ලෙස විෂ බීජ වලින් ආරක්ෂාවක් සහ පිරිසිදු කිරීමක් ලබා දෙයි. ලයිසෝල් සමගින් සෞඛ්‍ය සම්පන්න නිවසක්.
නව ඩෙටෝල් disinfectant spray ඕනෙම මත පිටක තිබෙන කොරෝනා වෛරසය ඇතුළු බැක්ටීරියා සහ වෛරස් නැත්තටම නැති කරනවා. දැන් ආදරේ ඉතුරුයි. ලෙඩ රෝග නැති වෙයි. මගේ නිවස ඩෙටෝල් නිසා ආරක්ෂිතයි.
Fiber, the fiber of the nation.
බිල් ගෙවන්න රීලෝඩ් කරන්න සල්ලියවන් ඕන දෙයකට ජස්ට් පේ කියන ඇප් එකක් එක්ක ලයිෆ් එක ඊසි කරගන්න.
7 singles in a row for TKC. He's been using Menthol, as we all have been, our official hygiene partner. Loads of it has been used over the last 24 games, let me tell you. Tossed up and hit hard and straight by Vishka. Not quite straight enough. We almost thought about coming back for 2. That was a good throw though by Isuru Udana.
I just have a feeling Avishka Payand was itching for a big one. And the location was too full to get underneath the ball to play his favourite shot long on.
There's the big shot. There's TKC. There's a 6.
Well, he was setting himself up quite beautifully with singles. He was doing it well, and when it presented itself, that's his favourite area. And look at the head position. He's not following the flight of the ball. That was out of here. Big one.
Spoke about the head position, Roshan. Even the shape, look at that. That's arrogance, not looking. It's TKC for you. It's been superb form right throughout, continuing today as well.
Definitely had his Kolakanda this morning. A short, pulled away by Kolakanda, well fielded. Coming round, Gunatilaka.
What did you say he had in the morning?
Kolakanda?
All everyone's favorite breakfast. There you go. No look shot, the shape, the head position, just perfect.
Right, now there might be 2. Oh, I tell you what, he's going to be stranded here. Avishka, I think he just got back, but he was sent back by Tom Kolakadmo. I don't think there was quite 2 there. There was a lot of indecision. Ended up being a direct hit.
Overall, good cricket. First run faster, all about him. And then Avishka Fernando trying to go second one. Pulla Taranga, presence of mind, chased down from his run-up. I'm sorry, pick apart, follow through and do that. That's brilliant by the young man.
20 balls since the last dot ball. It's 87 for 1.
දිනපතා සෝදන විට Surf Excel දාන්න ඕනේ සාමාන්‍ය රෙදි සේදුම් කුඩු වලට වඩා භාගයයි. Surf Excel නම් භාගයයි මාසයකට වඩා රෙදි සෝදයි.
Hi, how are you? When did you get discharged?
I'm good, thanks. I came home this morning.
Oh, you brought Sustagen.
Here is my Sustagen. Comes with 25 important nutrients. Sustagen from Mead Johnson Nutrition with more than 100 years of nutritional experience.
SOT Orbital Fiber, the fiber of the nation.
Far right side, president of Sri Lanka Cricket, Mr. Shammi Silva. Next to him onto the right side is Ash De Silva, CEO of Sri Lanka Cricket.
They'll be immensely pleased. Shammi Silva as the president of the board will be immensely pleased that Sri Lanka Cricket has organised a very well played tournament, the Lanka Premier League, for the second time. They did organise the first time under trying circumstances. And then the CEO Ashley De Silva. And I think we also need to remember the tournament director Ravi Vikram Ratna, who spearheaded he's not here, but he was part of it.
Right, there might be two here. Again, just a bit of hesitation, and Tom Kohler-Cadmore sent back. Doing really well here at limiting the dot balls. Entertaining the crowd, that's for sure. We've got a good game on our hands here, a good pitch as well. Up and over with the sweep, behind square, all the way. 6 for Avishka Fernando.
A very good shot by Avishka Fernando. Man on form. Samit Patel didn't do much wrong. The line was in the middle stump. Avishka Fernando went across to the off stump, covered the line. There you go. Again, watching the ball very closely, not trying to keep it anything down the ground, but just was thinking about the 6.
Another good over. 9 from it. 96 for 1 at the halfway stage.
ගෙවන්න වීලොත් කරන්න සල්ලියවන් ඕන දෙයකට just පෙටියන app එකක් එක්ක life එක easy කරගන්න.
Mobitel Fiber, the fiber of the nation. Karabunetti Bappulaputu Abara, Osatil Suru, Dasanakati Jumle Side, Liver Aish Danta Libre, Tatula Epitrasna Daya Malakai.
නව ඩෙටෝල් disinfectant spray. ඕනෙම මත පිටක තිබෙන කොරෝනා වෛරසය ඇතුළු බැක්ටීරියා සහ වෛරස් නැත්තටම නැති කරනවා. දැන් ආදරේ ඉතුරුයි. ලෙඩ රෝග නැති වෙයි. මගේ නිවස ඩෙටෝල් නිසා ආරක්ෂිතයි.
බිල් ගෙවන්න වීලොත් කරන්න සල්ලියවන් ඕන දෙයකට just පෙටියන app එකක් එක්ක life එක easy කරගන්න.
Well, we've seen some entertaining cricket. 96 for 1 in the first 10 overs. Well, that's interesting. This is TKC's chance to play those slog sweeps. Only a single. Tom Kohler-Cadmore getting into the act. 18 of 14. Avishka Fernando just carrying on. 43 of 29. 97 for 1 in the 11th over. Gentlemen, you must be enjoying the onslaught.
Incredible. Thoroughly enjoyable. And here you go again. Slog sweep and a familiar result. Another 6.
Well, he's hitting sixes for fun. Avishka Fernando. I mean, this is his second 6, but he hit quite a few in that last innings. And take a look at this shot, Darren. What do you reckon?
Well, 4 sixes he struck in that innings when he scored a fine century already. 2 to his name.
Well, that's his 50. What a fine innings. He's been in outstanding form. Following up on 100, he's batted brilliantly. He told me how excited he was when he got that 100. He's first, and he's on his way again for something big here.
There are so many sportsmen they got. God-gifted talent, but it's the consistency which matters. And here you see Avishka Fernando following up that 100 he scored in the previous outing. Excellent going.
There are so many good things to enjoy about his batting. He's got a nice fluent swing, he's got a good pace, and is pretty steady all the time.
Yeah, he's looked very good. He's looked excellent. And what an innings it's been today, striking at almost 160. Well, he knows he's in very fine form. Opening the batting again, his familiar place. And yes, they recognize it as well. They stand to him.
End of the 11th, it's 106 for 1.
උකු කටියෙන් වැටි මෝල්ට් රසයෙන් පිරිවීවා තේ එකට එකතු කර උකුම උකුතේ කෝප් එක උපරිම රස විඳ ගන්න උකු කටිය පිරිවීවා තේ එක සුපිරි.
Hi, how are you? When did you get discharged? I'm good, thanks. I came home this morning.
Oh, you brought Sustagen.
Here is my Sustagen. Comes with 25 important nutrients. Sustagen from Mead Johnson Nutrition with more than 100 years of nutritional experience.
Karabunetti Bappulaputu Abara, Osatil Suru, Dasanakati Jumle Side, Liver Aish Danta Libre, Tatula Epitrasna Daya Malakai. Mobitel Fiber, the fiber of the nation.
Well, it's looking beautiful, isn't it? It's beautiful. pull the ground, a magnificent crowd in. 50%, and there you are. That's the Honourable Sports Minister Rama Rajapaksa, the President of Sri Lanka Cricket, Mr. Shammi Silva, and the CEO of Sri Lanka Cricket.
These are the people who are responsible for this LPL. The first LPL happened when nobody thought this is possible, but these men worked day in and day out and made it into a reality. They should be commended. Shammi Silva, the Honourable President of Sri Lankan Cricket Board, edged 4 runs, and the Honourable Sports Minister Namal Rajapaksa. Excellent job. Excellent job done by these two batters out there in the middle, dealing in boundaries. No breather for the bowlers here.
Bhavanaka Rajapaksa has to try and find a way to slow this run rate down. It's already approaching 10. Sometimes you could just have a chat, an extra chat with your fielders, your bowlers, Manchakome. That's what you can enjoy off the field, but on the field, if you just slow the game down a bit, that could work to your advantage as a fielding captain. Let's take away from the rhythm of the partnership. Maybe giving a little more direction, a specific direction to your bowlers with set fields.
And another thing the captain could do, just speak to everybody. 9 and over is nothing on this surface. Just keep on reminding them. And if we are able to restrict the opposition to 9 runs, we're still in the game. Yes, these batsmen are looking $1 million, especially Avishka Fernando once again. From the word go, he carried on from that 100. That stroke was breathtaking. So easy on the eyes. Guy is so efficient off the front foot and devastating off the back foot.
Yeah, he's been good. And he's been making it very easy. Some gifts. That time for Mr. Udana, a friendly full toss with no extra cover. And that was 4 from the moment it left the bat. That is far too easy.
Well, he's not petite in structure. His physicality is a lot bigger than the average Sri Lankan. And because of that high backlift and the reach and the power that he has, once it hits anywhere close to the middle of the bat, the ball will travel. What he's also done well is he's been able to find the gaps with ease. The hallmark of his batting in this tournament, in this season.
11th of the over after 12, 117 for 1.
නව ලයිසෝල් all purpose power cleaner ඔබට සාමාන්‍ය පිරිසිදුකාරක වලට වඩා දස ගුණයක් විශිෂ්ට ලෙස විෂබීජ වලින් ආරක්ෂාවක් සහ පිරිසිදු කිරීමක් ලබා දෙයි. ලයිසෝල් සමගින් සෞඛ්‍ය සම්පන්න නිවසක්.
Orbital fiber, the fiber of the nation.
නව ඩෙටෝල් disinfectant spray. ඕනෙම වත පිටක තිබෙන කොරෝනා වෛරසය ඇතුළු බැක්ටීරියා සහ වෛරස් නැත්තටම නැති කරනවා. දැන් ආදරේ ඉතුරුයි. ලෙඩ රෝග නැති වෙයි. මගේ නිවස ඩෙටෝල් නිසා ආරක්ෂිතයි.
Right, so those are the leading run scorers, Avishka Fernando and Phil Salt over 300. Kusal Mendes not far behind. Well, Catmo also hovering around in the 250s. They're going to have some pace. Juan Tushara's back. Bhavanaka Rajapaksa has a lot of work to do here. And just to let you know that our official digital collectibles partner Rario will be doing the first ever LPL NFTS pack drop on Thursday, 30th December. Sign up on rario.com to reserve your packs now. So again, just to remind you, the Digital Collectibles partner Radio will be doing the first ever LPL NFTs pack drop on Thursday, 30th December. Sign up on radio.com to reserve your packs now. Only a single this time.
That's a challenge for the bowler. Somehow find a way to restrict this innings to 185 runs. The fielders have to raise their game too. Loving this game. Crowd has come in numbers, still flocking in.
Bowler Catmo on strike. But they need a few good overs. The Galle Gladiators, they need to, as Darren said, slow things down, bowl a few dot balls. Chandra Shafter, very well-known figure, played for Sri Lanka, one of the oldest living Sri Lankan cricketers. President, I think he used to be the president of the Tamil Union, involved with the Tamil Union Cricket and Athletic Club. Highly respected in the cricketing fields, have been in administration. He has been a selector as well. Avishka Fernando, this time, finds the fieldsman on the boundary. Nuwan Tushara gets the wicket. And Danushka Gunatilaka, the catcher. The Galle Gladiators needed that. And Avishka Fernando goes.
Let me tell you, wicket has come for the Gladiators at the right time. And that too, of Avishka Fernando. Bowling few dot deliveries. Doing the trick for the fast bowler Tushara. Netted a big fish. Scored 63, 119 for 2.
SOT Mobitel Fiber, the fiber of the nation.
Malik is the new batsman. Take a look at his experience. He's 30. And this is his record here, but he's a highly experienced player. Brilliant strike rate. But it be his 461st T20 game. But Kola Cadmo on strike, because he crossed on that shot. Nuwan Tushara has been good. Now, interestingly, just one over has been bowled without a boundary.
Yeah, and also interesting that Vanaka Rajapaksa has now found the time to bring back Tushara. Remember in that qualifier one, he picked up 5 for 13, so he should have been his trump card against this opposition if they're going after the bowling. After the damage has been done, he's now brought back. Remember, he bowled a second over only, and he's brought back for the 13th. Maybe a missed opportunity there, you would think, for the Galle Gladiators. He's picked up the important wicket. Can this be the turn in the momentum and the tempo to the innings that the Gladiators want?
Yeah, they also have Mohammad Amir up their sleeve, so they'll be looking to try and throttle the batsman if they can have a good finish. The last 5 overs are going to be critical. Short delivery. Oh, it's a good take, very good take. It's called a wide. Lyndon Hannibal, that was a good change-up.
One over the shoulder.
Wasn't a bad ploy from Tushara, attempting a bouncer to a young batsman at the crease. Not in age.
good over, just 4 runs off it. He's got to bowl one more ball. Clear to miss. Good over. 4 runs off it. Just a second without a boundary being conceded. It's 121 for 2.
SOT Mobitel Fiber, the fiber of the nation.
දිනපතා සෝදන විට Surf Excel දාන්න ඕනේ සාමාන්‍ය රෙදි සේදුම් කුඩු වලට වඩා භාගයයි. Surf Excel නම් භාගයයි මාසයකට වඩා රෙදි සෝදයි.
නව ලයිසෝල් all purpose power cleaner ඔබට සාමාන්‍ය පිරිසිදුකාරක වලට වඩා දස ගුණයක් විශිෂ්ට ලෙස විෂ බීජ වලින් ආරක්ෂාවක් සහ පිරිසිදු කිරීමක් ලබා දෙයි. ලයිසෝල් සමගින් සෞඛ්‍ය සම්පන්න නිවසක්.
බිල් ගෙවන්න රීලෝඩ් කරන්න සල්ලියවන් ඕන දෙයකට ජස්ට් පේ තියෙන ඇප් එකක් එක්ක ලයිෆ් එක ඊසි කරගන්න.
56 and 63, 2 partnerships already achieved by the Jaffna Kings that has laid the platform for this innings.
Look at the bowling resources available. 7 overs to go, including this one. Patel has an over, and Amir and Tushar, who was at the top, has 2 each. So that's 5. You need to make up 2 more. Udana is an option, but he's gone for a few in 2. Dhananjay Lakshan has only bowled 1 over, but Pulina Taranga can come on and bowl 1 more over.
How about Mohammad Hafiz? He's got the experience. He's got tricks in his bag. All they need is a couple of good overs here. Just try at the boundaries somehow. Have the batsman doing something. Otherwise, pick up another wicket and enhance chances for their side. Hanukkah with his good captaincy of restricting the opposition to 185, which for me is gettable on this surface.
Mohammad Hafiz is an option. He hasn't bowled as yet. What do you think of those moves? Very unique. Sri Lankan moves. In the crowd, this goes down the ground is Tom Kolakatmore. Sweet sound of leather on below. That was 6 from the moment it left the bat.
All you could do was admire that shot, even if you're an opponent. Got the elevation, got the distance. Their footwork made it.
Good delivery, well done. Good fielding at point. It's a dot ball.
For this 6 here, there was premeditation, but what was important was the fact that he didn't move too early. The pitcher is not offering a lot of turn to left-arm spinners, a right-hander. You could afford to move late, hit through the line, because you know that he's going to bowl straight. 14 gone, 130 for 2.
විෂබීජ වලින් තොර මතු පිටකට ආරක්ෂාකාරී විසඳුමක්. නව ඩෙටෝල් ඇන්ටිබැක්ටීරියල් ස්ප්‍රේ. බැක්ටීරියා සහ වෛරස 99.9ක් විනාශ කරයි. This is Signal Jumbo Pack එකෙන් දැන් රුපියල් 34ක ලොකු ඉතිරියක්.
සරලත්වයේ වෙනසින් වටම ඉදිරියට හෙළපේ සරලවම සුරක්ෂිතයි.
SOT Mobitel Fiber, the fiber of the nation.
No surprises in the list. Tom Kolakatmore and Avishka Fernando at the top. Kemal Lewis. His team was eliminated. Isara Pereira. All very big hitters. Right, a hygiene partner. Dettol has served everybody so well right throughout the Sri Lanka Premier League. Players, commentators, officials, and what about this? One of the leading brands, a flagship brand of Sri Lanka, CBL Manchi and Kome. Manchi Kome has been a unique brand, a rice cracker, sought after by many. A goal. precious dot ball. Single the first, then a dot ball.
Quite a few players would have been part of that 2020 final. Shoaib Malik won. Sarah Pereira, of course. Saranga Lakmal. Players who would have had that experience in 2020 and now using that to good effect in 2021. Well, Gladiators, Monica Rajapaksa was the captain in that 2020 final. Now he's here trying to win a title for the first time.
I'll tell you what, Malik in his long career is playing in his 19th T20 final. You talk about playing in 19 finals, man. What about that for an experience? Knowing exactly to handle the pressure.
Should we expect him to be player of the match again with that experience?
I won't be surprised.
Look at the colourful crowd. Wow, can't remember the last time I experienced this ambience at the cricket ground.
And then you see Lush has been put on the ball.
Well, that's a familiar face. And he's enjoying some Red Bull and he's feasting on it. He's absolutely feasting on it. Top edge, safely over short third man, runs are flowing, and they are aplenty for the Jaffna Kings.
Well, as a bowler, you have to shrug your shoulders. I tried my level best. I bowled a slow one. The ball sliced off the face of the bat and went into the gap. On a good delivery, if a boundary is scored, can't do anything. Just take it in your stride.
Last ball of the 15th over, then we'll get back to the final 5. Plenty of thinking to be done. Oh, we got some Christmas feeling here. Santas. I wonder what goodies they're carrying with them.
Christmas tide.
Into the gap. Only a single. So 7 off that over. 137 for 2.
World's #1 mayonnaise brand, Hellmann's, now in Sri Lanka. With its extra creaminess, it makes your sandwiches, fries, and burgers simply delicious. Introducing new Hellmann's, the world's #1 mayonnaise brand, now in Sri Lanka.
විෂබීජවලින් තොර මතු පිටකට ආරක්ෂාකාරී විසඳුමක්. නව ඩෙටෝල් ඇන්ටිබැක්ටීරියල් ස්ප්‍රේ. බැක්ටීරියා සහ වෛරස 99.9ක් විනාශ කරයි.
SLT Mobitel Fiber, the fiber of the nation.
The building's looking good for the Jaffna Kings at the moment, and just 2 dots as well. 5 overs to go in this final. 137 for 2. They scored 210 the last time out in the second qualifier at this ground, heading for something around about 200 as well. Lots to think about for the brains trust of the Galle Gladiators. All the senior players having a discussion. These last 5 overs could be absolutely crucial as to how many they can restrict the Jaffna Kings too, who've been brilliant in the last 5 with the bat. The crowd is absolutely pumping today. Really is fantastic vibe out there. The best we've had all tournament. Great to have a relatively full stadium.
And it's a great game. It's been a great inning so far. 138, the runs are flowing. It's Rudana. Kola Cadmore launches flat and 6. He's racing away, Kola Cadmore.
A slow ball picked very early by TKC. Isuru Udana reaching it short. Again, the head position and the pace is so superb from there. Just a matter of getting some bat. And there you go.
Sixes for TKC so far today, and yet you would say he's been relatively circumspect for him. What he's done really well is he hasn't faced many dot balls, taken a lot of singles.
Up to now you could say it's been a perfect innings. The Gurbaz Avishka Fernando partnership. Avishka tried to kick on 100 in the last game, 63 here now. The platform set for Kolakatno. Shoaib Malik. Oh my God, this is a Pereira to come as well.
Good Yorker from Udana. They need a bit more of that, the Gladiators.
And that's the length. I think for a settled batsman, it's very important not to give anything in the length area. Mr. Udana quickly realizing his pitch, not much holding up. Talking about perfect Yorkers, you got a couple of them from Isuru.
And he's sitting deep in his crease, Kolakatmo. You have to have that awareness and probably go a couple of feet fuller. He's not standing in that usual crease area. Right now he is.
Slower ball this time, and he's hit it into the gap. So they'll pick up two.
The field suggestion also, generally for the right-handers, Isuru goes way outside the off-stump full Yorkers. The third man and cow point in the ring, only sweep a cover, patrolling the boundary through the offside, not having that luxury. It's either going to be the Yorker straight or the slower delivery into the pitch.
6 bowlers used. Udina Taranga has been good so far. Amir has 2. I think it's time he came in. He has to, if not, he's not going to get his 2 in.
Yeah, and he's landing his Yorkers well in this over. Udana, that's 3, but they're going to come back for 2, so that's well dug out and well run. Story of the innings, they've run really well from the first over.
You have to have that balance, especially on a big outfield. So many gaps. If you keep doing this, it gets so hard for the captain, the fielding captain, to set the field. Then they're hitting flat sixes, or are they going to be 10 meters in, stand on the boundary, what angles? You're giving them massive issues.
Just 31 dots so far, 40 singles. Again, it's full, not quite a Yorker length, so that's not really a bad over from Udana, but it's still gone for 11. First ball went out of the park. Didn't really make a mistake after that. Jaffna Kings sitting pretty at the moment. 148 for 2. They've got 4 overs to go, so they can get together and discuss how they're going to go about things, because it's a tactical timeout.
Surf Excel නම් භාගයයි මාසයකට වඩා රෙදිසෝදයි.
විෂබීජවලින් තොර මතු පිටකට ආරක්ෂාකාරී විසඳුමක්. නව Dettol antibacterial spray. බැක්ටීරියා සහ වෛරස 99.9ක් විනාශ කරයි.
කරාබුනැටි බබ්බුලපතු අඹරා රෝසතෙල් මුසුහු දසනකාන්ති චූර්ණය සහිත ලිවර් ආයුෂ් දන්තාලේපය දත්වල ඇති ප්‍රශ්න 10ක් වළකයි.
SOT Mobitel Fiber, the fiber of the nation.
Jaffna Kings innings in this 2021 LPL final. The score is 148 for 2. Champions will be very happy with where they are. Tom Kohler Cadmore's 4 short of a half century. Last year in the final they got 188. That was comfortably a winning score. They're heading for something similar here. Short, Mohamed Amir back into the attack. It's what Russell Arnold wanted.
He had to come to my liking an over or two earlier. Just searching for a wicket would have been ideal. One short one for the over. Now he's going to have to be predictable by bowling up to the batsman. Obviously he's going to try use that angle. 2 men in the deep square on the offside. Wideish third man at deep point. Deep square leg. Mid-wicket long on. Cadmore. 46 off 34. Well set.
Goes wide for the Yorker, but too wide. And signalled by Lyndon Hannibal.
That's the angle. President of Sri Lanka Cricket, Shami Silva, and founder of IPG, Mr. Anil Mohan, and CEO. Job well done in putting the show together.
Oh, that's hit Shoaib Malik. He's dropped his bat. Hope that's not hit him in a bad area. That was drilled back by Tom Kohler Cadmore. He had no time to get out of the way.
Tell you what, Shoaib Malik saved 3 runs for the Gladiators with mid-off up, not a long off. Thumped by Tom Kohler Cadmore. Oh, very lucky there, Shoaib Malik without a glove. Imagine all in the knuckles. Very lucky.
That would have been 50 for Tom Kohler Cadmore, and if that was a short mid-wicket, I just wonder whether it would have lobbed to him, and if it was on the full. I think it was on the full.
Malik will be relieved. No gloves on, as you said, Maha. That was broken knuckle written all over it. Good partnership this. 31. Malik's contributed only 2 so far. But he has contributed now. He's beaten mid-off. It was a full toss from Mohamed Amir. Wasn't hit that cleanly by Malik, but crucially, he got it in the right area.
Tell you what, Dhananjay Lakshan at mid-off responded pretty late. The field he's been having an ordinary day. A bit of anticipation would have saved 3 runs for the Gladiators.
But it does kid off the outfield. Just then, it takes off. Dhananjay Lakshan is generally a very good fielder, but he's been banished from mid-off to extra cover. He did get a fingertip to it. The field changes. Long off, goes out, and one of those deep fielders square on the offside has come into the circle. He's going to have to bowl a lot straighter now.
Which he does as a top edge that's gone a long way up into the night sky. Safe. Good effort from Tishara. They've hit the stumps as well. It's all happening.
Shoaib Malik had it covered. Amir is asking for it. And umpire Vimala Siri wants to have a look at it, but I think Shoaib Malik would be home.
Yeah, that's right. Referral for run out. Okay, batsman made his ground. I made my decision. Not out on the big screen, please. Not out.
Not out as Shoaib Malik was pretty much past the stumps there. Got a bit lucky though. That could have easily been taken. Just landed perfectly in between the keeper, short third man and short fine leg. Things going for the Kings at the moment. Malik deep in his crease and swings away into the leg side. A maximum.
Just had a feeling Shoaib Malik was expecting a slower delivery. Mohamed Amir pitching it short into the pitch. It was hanging in nicely to be hammered over mid-wicket. The power that Shoaib Malik possesses. Yeah, right in the middle of the bat. Very important 6 for the Jaffna Kings.
And Shoaib Malik also knows he can't dig it in. He can't bend his back because he's already bowled that one above the shoulder for the over already. He bowls another, it's a no ball, a free hit. Even more pain for the Gladiators.
Tried to repeat those, but this was pace on from Amir. Got to come back for 2. Out if it hits, but it didn't. So an expensive over. 16 off it, 164 for 2.
SOT Mobitel Fiber, the fiber of the nation.
දිනපතා සෝදන විට Surf Excel දාන්න ඕනේ සාමාන්‍ය රෙදි සේදුම් කුඩු වලට වඩා භාගයයි. Surf Excel නම් භාගයයි මාසයකට වඩා රෙදි සෝදයි.
නව ලයිසෝල් all purpose power cleaner සහ ලයිසෝල් kitchen power cleaner මගින් දස ගුණයක් විශිෂ්ට ලෙස විෂ බීජ වලින් ආරක්ෂාව සහ පිරිසිදු කිරීමක්.
විෂ බීජ වලින් තොර මතු පිටකට ආරක්ෂාකාරී විසඳුමක්. නව Dettol antibacterial spray.
About 190.
But between overs, look, all I know is this was that throw, direct hit, would have had the man, but Danushka Gunatilaka asking the question, wasn't there anyone at the stumps? But there was a discussion between Samit Patel and Mohammad Amir. Highly animated, but I know one thing, it was certainly not about dinner.
Samit Patel and Danushka Gunatilaka did have a say. Because Mohammad Amir, from its follow-through, should have been behind the stumps, would have been an easy run-out. A settled batsman in TKC, the basics, the Gladiators missing the basics out.
From Kohler Cadmore, 1 off a half century, having a really good season for the Jaffna Kings. Bowl, one to Shara, then short. Enjoyed bowling against the Jaffna Kings, 5 for in the previous game. This was the run-out chance. So a bit of hesitation, and that would have done for Kohler Cadmore. No one at the stumps, though. You can see Samit Patel jogging up into the frame there. I think Amir maybe saying to Samit, maybe you could have got to the stumps, but he had a long way to go. He disagreed.
Very animated and really good to see, though, from my point of view. I don't know about you, man.
50 for Tom Kohler Cadmore. 1 4 and 3 6s today, but he's been really measured and has played a crucial innings for his side on the big stage in the final.
Second 15, 11 matches this season. His 22nd, of course, in T20s. Tom Kohler Cadmore. The big stage, the big occasion. All the big boys in the Kings team seem to be standing up. But I'm really impressed with Nuwan Tushara steaming in. He bowled a bouncer, he bowled a Yorker. Precision. It's under pressure because look at them steam off. 167 for 2 of Tushara. He's doing his bit, more than his bit.
He's gone for just 27 with 2 balls left in his 4th over.
Shoaib Malik would be disappointed, was right in his arc. So trying to toward losing his shape. This Kohler Cadmore this season started off with a half century against the Gladiators. Departed scored of 10 against the Gladiators. Then the final, when things mattered most, he's delivering it.
He's middled that one. Almost. Oh, what's happened there? More confusion on the boundary for the Galle Gladiators.
50 partnership in 33 balls. We've seen this shot on quite a few occasions. Head down, flick it away. Oh dear, Mendes not having the best of times in the field. Another knock on. Cost them 4 this time. Even Lakshan Got a poke but couldn't keep it in. 200 on the cards. 2 overs after this remain.
Ball's followed Lakshan around today, wherever he's been. 1 ball left in this Tushara spell. Slower ball flicked high by Tom Kohler-Cadmore. No distance though. And it's dropped. Oh, should have been taken. 174 for 2.
සරලත්වයේ වෙනසෙන් රටම ඉදිරියට හෙළපේ සරලවම සුරක්ෂිතයි.
විෂබීජ වලින් තොර මතු පිටකට ආරක්ෂාකාරී විසඳුමක්. නව ඩෙටෝල් ඇන්ටිබැක්ටීරියල් ස්ප්‍රේ.
This is Signal Jumbo Pack එකෙන් දැන් රුපියල් 34ක ලොකු ඉතිරියක්.
SOT Mobitel Fiber, the fiber of the nation.
පිටරටින් එවන සෑම US ඩොලරයක් සඳහාම අමතර රුපියල් 10ක් සෙලාන් බැංකුවෙන්.
Gladiators just missed a big opportunity to get Tom Kohler-Cadmore out with 2 overs to go, and they've been a bit loose overall in the field, particularly Dhananjaya Lakshan is normally very solid. This one went a long way up, Russell.
Yeah, he charged in, but then when he looked like he was underneath it, seemed to have lost it a wee bit and never looked like taking it. He's bowled really well. He deserved a lot more Nuwan Tushara today. Ends with 1 for 33. Could have easily had another. 2 overs remaining. 6 of them going to be bowled by Mohammad Amir. He's been expensive today. None for 32.
Oh, they're jumping in the stands. It's getting going here. That might be a wide. It is.
Highest successful chase in LPL, that was here in Hambantota when Colombo chased down 204 against Dambulla last year. Sanitize your hands regularly. Hygiene, a major part applied today. Don't be complacent. Red Bull for wings.
Shot! Shoaib Malik, inside out, over, wide, mid-off for 6.
Mohammad Amir missing the length again. The line as well, having mid-off up. Cannot give that length. And Shoaib Malik, too good of a player, going to miss off there. This is what they're talking about. When wheels come off from a team, it comes off pretty badly. Such a good performance, Mohammad Amir, panicking under pressure.
There was also a super game last year. 219 played 219.
He's connected again, but he's picked out the man on the cover boundary. That went hard and flat, but straight to the boundary rider. Relief for the Galle Gladiators.
Oh, did so well. The reactions of the Galle Gladiators just tell you how they're feeling. The faces, the crowds loving it. Balls flying all over. Some good cricket on show. And a good innings from Shoaib Malik comes to an end. Pulina Taranga did so well. Took it in front of his face. Look at that off the middle of the bats. Reaching out, Shoaib Malik. There would have been a lot of damage if he'd missed that. But he takes a good one. Amir strikes. Amir picks up a wicket. Shoaib Malik's done some damage. 23 off 11. It's 181 for 3.
SOT Mobitel Fiber, the fiber of the nation.
Tissera's in, strike rate 190. That's a perfect Yorker from Mohamed Amir.
Perfect indeed. Tissera giving some room. Get that gap, the third man. Tell you what, this was a brilliant shot by Shoaib Malik. Just flat for a second. Punit Tharanga, a relieved man. Shoaib Malik's knock was appreciated by Samit Patel and many of us.
Well, that deserved 6, that shot. That was straight out of the screws. Oh, again, good bowling, Mohamed Amir. This time he goes with the wide Yorker with Tissera backing away.
Good reading of the game. Those two deliveries are massive in the context of this game. Thinking he'll follow him, but Amir a little smarter than that. It's also got 2 fielders there, deep point, deep extra cover. Exactly not the area that Tissera likes to hit. Honourable Sports Minister Namal Rajapaksa.
It's a good bounce by Mohamed Amir. 2 Yorkers being followed by a Yorker. Honourable Sports Minister, Youth and Sports Minister Namal Rajapaksa keeping a close eye. Seems like a confusion. It's got the umpire in the Missouri. Interesting topic coming up. This, Mohamed Amir not happy at all. Umpires and the captain of Banu Rajapaksa, Mohamed Amir. And then, even Hannibal calls it 1 for the over. Still a misunderstanding. That looks a very good bounce and good height.
It was the second one for the over, but it was the first. And quickly rectified. Teamwork out there.
Again, that's hard to get away. Tissera towards his pads, tucking him up a bit. So really good finish to the over from Mohamed Amir. The first ball effectively going for 7 with a 6 and a wide. 182 for 3.
ඕඩක් ඇප් වීඩියෝ කෝල් හරහා පැය 24 පුරා වෛද්‍යවරුන් දහසකගේ 60කට අධික විශේෂ වෛද්‍ය සේවාවන් ඕඩක් ඇප් එක අදම ඩවුන්ලෝඩ් කරන්න.
SOT Mobitel Fiber, the fiber of the nation.
Jaffna have been by far and away the best batting side in this season's Lanka Premier League. Look at those scores. They're going to be getting on that board again today. Can they get up towards 200? Past that mark for the 3rd time. Well, they'll need to get 18 off this final over.
He's gone to Dhananjay Lakshan for that last over. He's already 1 over so far, cost him 11.
To reach that one, Tissera one-handed. He's hit a 4. Great effort out on the boundary by Kusal Mendes. But what a shot with one hand.
Tissera did well to get some bat. It was so wide. For a second, I was thinking that could have been a wide. He had left it. That's sort of a day. Jaffna Kings one-hander. Brilliant effort by Kusal Mendes. Just not good enough to save that boundary.
They're trying to bowl away from his arc. Deep extra cover comes into play. So there are 3 fielders in the deep on that boundary. Deep mid-wicket, long on.
And he goes dead straight and long. That's Tissera Pereira at his best.
Inexperience. And 3 fielders in the offside, patrolling the boundary, going straight and missing the length. We all know Tissera Pereira's arc, how big it could be. The biggest sixers out of the middle of the bat. That's massive, absolutely massive.
cross seamer, but everything wrong about that delivery. The length and line that Tisera Pereira loves.
No changes to the field. No fielder in the ring on the offside in front of square at the moment. Short and whacked for another 6. So it's started this over, this final over, 4-6-6.
Just what the Jaffna Kings needed. And Dhananjay Lakshan, the day to forget, the young man started really well this time. Oh my God. Anything in their arc, in that length, keeping that pace, not trying to hit too hard with the power. But Tisera Pereira possess, that's going massive. That's exactly what happened. Yes, Banu Rajapaksa had the feel for different delivery. And under pressure, Dhananjay Lakshan delivering something else.
What Banu Rajapaksa wants from Lakshan is to repeat that first ball. He's now given him the field as well, but he's changed the line, the length. Manchikome, plenty of them behind that shot.
It's another full toss, doesn't get hold of this one, Tisera, and just picks out the man at long off. I'm sure Lakshan will be relieved to get him off strike.
Surudanam had one more row if Banu Rajapaksa wanted to go for the experience, but for some reason choosing to go to Dhananjay Lakshan, and the young man panicking, clearly under pressure. Tisera Pereira's power is more than enough to clear any boundary in the world. And that delivery, especially slow ball into the pitch with fielders not around. Not a good option to have.
2 balls remain in the innings. Deep square, deep mid, long on. Long off, deep point.
That's well bowled. That's perfectly executed Yorker with TKC going a long way back in his crease. Just got some bat on that, otherwise he would have been stone dead LBW. 200 up. 3rd time the Jaffna Kings have got there this season.
Dominant. This time around, a very good team performance. Everyone contributing. Last ball, a question for you, Maha, question for you, Matt. It's the same question. If you asked Tisera Pereira if he wanted a Manchikome or Dhananjay Lakshan now, what would his answer be?
Probably you.
Depends on the flavour. Oh, well bowled Lakshan. They will scamper through for a bye though, so he's finished well. The first 3 deliveries went for 16 and you feared the worst, but the last 3 going for just 3. So the Jaffna Kings still have a formidable total. 201 for 3 in a final. That is big runs on